The 2023 legislative session is nearing its end. Tonight, we're tracking a race to get new gun control proposals passed before time runs out. Plus, we're hearing concerns from the city of Richland's deputy manager amid a push to breach the Bateman Island Causeway. And a beautiful start to our weekend, but we are expecting some more showers as warmer temperatures move in this weekend. Jason has all the details to help you make your plans on his First Alert weather forecast.
Now, KAPP local news at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. We begin with breaking news. Desert Hills Middle School is responding to video that raised concerns from parents when it was posted on social media. Now that video appears to show students and school staff participating in a game that involved licking two sides of a plastic barrier. Tonight, a student's parents sent us this response that had been emailed by the district, saying the activity does not have district approval and will never be repeated in the future. The letter adds that after an investigation, quote, it's clear that the intent of the activity was innocent, end of quote. The superintendent says the district will be taking corrective measures, but since they involve school personnel, those will not be disclosed. One person is dead and another in the hospital after a crash in West Richland this afternoon. Police say a motorcycle on Bombing Range Road and an SUV on Mount Adams View Drive crashed just before 1 o'clock. This is right by the Benton County Fire District 4 building, for those of you familiar with the area. So far, investigators have not said what might have caused that crash. We'll keep you updated on our website, Yak Tri News, as we learn more. Northwest Harvest has served more than 2,600 families in 4 days at the Fruitvale Community Market. That since it opened just last week in Yakima. KVEW's Emily Goodell tells us the organization is now having to make some adjustments to accommodate the demand.
For the time being, they'll be doing everything through the drive-through. So instead of coming in and picking out food, people will be handed a bag of produce and a bag of shelf-stable foods out through the drive-through window. People will not be able to park in the parking lot right outside the market. Instead, they'll be asked to go around back to J Street, where they'll be put into a parking group, either A, B, or C. As those groups fill up, each one will be directed to go through the drive-through. Northwest Harvest says they'd rather have people inside getting to pick out their own food, but for the time being, this is the safest way to get food to everyone who needs it.
It validates what we had believed, which was that the need for an additional point for people to access food is very high in our community.
They're currently evaluating long-term solutions to the parking problem and are hoping that they'll be able to reopen the inside of the market soon. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP Local News.
Thanks, Emily. Tonight, the Washington State Legislature officially gave final approval to a second high-profile gun control proposal, which now goes to Governor Inslee for his signature. Senate Bill 5078 would make it easier for victims of violence to sue gun makers and gun sellers. Advocates say this proposal will make sure that gun makers are advertising their products responsibly and that gun sellers are doing everything they can to make sure their merchandise doesn't end up in the wrong hands. This comes after the legislature approved another gun control proposal requiring safety training and a mandatory waiting period before you can take a gun home. Governor Inslee requested both as well as several others and is expected to sign them. It's not clear when the governor will opt to review those gun control proposals. The Seattle Times reports the governor's office is expecting more than 450 bills to need a response from the governor during this legislative session. Most of those are adjustments to current state law. For example, several proposals that the governor signed this morning focused on updating policies and rules about healthcare workers. The goal there is to make sure that hospitals have as many people available to work as possible. But the governor also signed a new law loosening the rules on city and county tax money.
Now all cities and counties, regardless of size, have permission to use existing revenues to support affordable housing needs. This change also gives counties the opportunity to expand how they can use their existing revenues for behavioral health treatment facilities.
Both Benton and Franklin counties created a sales tax to fund mental health and addiction treatment services, but making those services a reality has been a slow process. Benton County is still working on determining who should run the planned Behavioral Health Crisis Recovery Center in Kennewick. It's official, the Biden administration is asking the Supreme Court to have final say on access to the abortion pill. This 1 week after dueling rulings in federal court over whether the pill should be taken off the market. ABC's Lindsay Watts is tracking that developing news.
We are going to continue to fight in the courts. We believe that the law is on our side and we will prevail.
Mifepristone is the primary drug used in over half of U.S. abortions. Last week, a Texas judge suspended FDA approval of the pill that was first cleared for use over 20 years ago. A federal appeals court has ruled it can stay on the market for now, but with restrictions. It will only be allowed after 7 weeks of pregnancy, down from 10, and will no longer be available by mail, even in states where abortion is legal. Women would also be required 3 in-person doctor's visits instead of 1 to get it.
Is that it's not just about abortion. This case, if it's not overturned, has implications for a wide range of drugs that are critical and life-saving.
Already, states have begun stockpiling mifepristone. Washington state spending over $1 million on 30,000 pills, an estimated 3-year supply. Since Roe v. Wade was overturned, 14 states have ceased nearly all abortions.
Show the bill passes.
Florida on track to join the list once its 6-week ban is allowed to take effect. The company that makes mifepristone says regulatory chaos will ensue if those restrictions start overnight, saying it will put the company, healthcare providers, and women in limbo, trying to navigate uncharted waters. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Washington.
Now, the Supreme Court did issue an order today saying that people should be able to access the pill at least until next Wednesday at midnight. World News Tonight will have continuing coverage coming up at 5:30. And we're learning more about the 21-year-old Air National Guardsman accused of leaking highly classified military information to an online chat group. The suspect appeared in federal court today, charged with unauthorized retention and transmission of classified national defense information. He did not enter a plea. The judge ordered him to be kept behind bars until a hearing next week. Now, although court documents reveal how investigators worked to track down what they say is the source of the leak, investigators have not said what his motive for the leak might have been. Looking locally now, let's talk weather. We saw a beautiful afternoon, but we are talking more April showers on the way. Jason Valentine has a look at the timing in your first alert forecast.
All right, good Friday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day today and have enjoyed the sunshine. Just gorgeous. As we get to our next 24 hours, we're going to be mostly clear overnight. Again, a chilly morning for your Saturday. We do expect partly cloudy skies, some sunshine, but we also have a chance of seeing a little bit of light showers in places as we get into our Saturday. So maybe you have an umbrella on hand, but the showers should be quick if they do come to your area. As we get into Sunday, though, we have a chance of seeing a little bit more sustained showers, especially along the Blue Mountain region. And we are going to be warmer for our day. Today we were right around 60 degrees. We'll be in the mid 60s for your Saturday and Sunday, depending on where you live, upper 50s to lower 60s as well. But warmer conditions right around our average for the weekend. And today, I hope you got out and enjoyed it. It has been a beautiful day, but more cloud coverage and again, showers possible for your weekend. I'll get you prepared for that in my full forecast that's coming up later in the show. But for right now, let's send it back to you.
Thanks, Jason. The city of Richland is raising concerns over a plan to breach the Bateman Island Causeway. The city leases the land from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. They're planning to remove the causeway to improve water flow and salmon populations. It's an issue our Madeline Hagan has been covering for months. Today, she met with the deputy city manager of Richland.
Yeah, the city of Richland mailing this letter to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, who is taking lead on the project, citing many concerns about removing the causeway, one of them drinking water in the Tri-Cities.
The Corps draft feasibility report for removing the causeway does make note of built-up sediment containing potentially harmful chemicals on the north side of the walkway. Richland Deputy City Manager Joe Schissel says removing the causeway could mobilize that sediment, and 6 miles downstream are intakes for Tri-Cities drinking water. He says the report does not contain any investigation on the matter and should be looked at before the Corps proceeds.
There's a few things that we think that the study should still be looking at, like access to the island and impact to recreation, how fire is dealt with if and when that happens again.
There's also concern for the nearby marina and how the Yakima River's current could affect it. The Corps has maintained that removing the causeway would be all around better for salmon and other fish populations.
And Schissel says they really want to work together for the best possible outcome for recreators and the environment. Reporting in Richland for KAPP Local News, I'm Madeline Hagan.
Thanks, Maddie. Tonight, athletes from all around the Pacific Northwest are flocking to the Tri-Cities for 2 big sporting events this weekend. The National Softball Association of Washington's Icebreaker Girls Fast Pitch Tournament and the 60th Annual Pasco Invitational Track and Field event. A combined 4,500 players, coaches, game officials, and spectators are expected to come from out of town. That's going to generate an estimated $955,000 in visitor spending. Hector Cruz, the vice president with Visit Tri-Cities, says big events like these spark a lot of movement in the community's economics.
It helps our hotels, so this weekend our hotels are full. We're seeing a lot of compression in the market, so people are staying at the hotels, they're eating at the restaurants, they're dining and just having fun and checking out our attractions here. Not only that, but once they stay here, they can be the first time that they experience what there is to see and do here in the community, and they'll want to come back for maybe a weekend getaway as well.
This will be one of the National Softball Association's largest tournaments, with 70 teams coming from across the Pacific Northwest, Alaska, and Canada at various ballparks in the community. The Pasco Invitational will be hosting more than 1,400 track and field athletes from 75 teams at the Edgar Brown Stadium and the John Crawford track in Pasco all day Saturday. Now, if your child's ever wanted to operate heavy machinery, there's a chance with the annual Dozer Day coming up this weekend at State Fair Park in Yakima. Kids can check out a full-on construction site, and with some help and some careful supervision, they can operate bulldozers, dump trucks, cranes, and more. Plus, a chance to explore fire engines, ambulances, even SWAT vehicles. Organizers from the Central Washington Home Builders Association say it's not just fun, this is actually functional too.
The goal of this event is kind of the earliest stages of workforce development. We're really excited to get kids enthusiastic about driving heavy equipment.
The event is open from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Again, that's at State Fair Park in Yakima. Tickets are $10 a piece for general admission, but kids 2 and under get in free. And we should have nice weather for it. We're taking a look outside, talking about some possible showers over the weekend, but over the most part, we're seeing warmer temperatures and sun. Jason has the details coming up. And still ahead on KAPP Local News at 5, we're taking you to the Men's Expo in Pasco. Organizers say, despite the name, this really is an event for the whole family. That's next.
Tonight, go inside a murder mystery.
One person knows exactly what happened.
With the woman who risked everything to catch a killer.
Were you ever concerned that you're sleeping with a killer?
2020, tonight on ABC.
How'd you sleep last night?
Terrible.
Well, this will help you wake up.
Thanks, babe.
So what are we gonna do today?
Our show.
Oh, yeah.
From co-stars in life to co-hosts on live.
Weekday mornings at 9, starting Monday on KVEW.
You need new replacement windows, but you're just not sure if they're in the budget this year, right? I'm Brian Gary here with Ted Coons from Renewal by Anderson, and he's here to talk about how to make window replacement more affordable.
Well, first, Brian, you don't have to do them all. You could just replace your worst windows first. Or another way to make them affordable is to change the style of window. For example, you could do a gliding window instead of a casement. We have a lot of ways to make window projects really affordable.
Compared to other window companies, you have a completely different business model.
Yeah, with other companies, there's just too many people involved in the process. There's the manufacturer, the seller, and then the installer, and then the customer. And if you call with a problem, that's when they say, oh, well, we're the manufacturer. You have to call the installer for that problem, or vice versa. We're the full-service replacement window division of Anderson. With us, there's no passing the buck. At Renewal by Anderson, we sell, build, install, and warrant our windows and patio doors. So if there's ever an issue, we take full responsibility for it.
Why don't you sell vinyl windows?
Well, a lot of vinyl products just don't hold up well in the elements. You know, like a vinyl fence. When it's first installed, it looks great, but with expansion and contraction, it discolors and cracks. For that same reason, a lot of vinyl windows just won't last. Our window material is a composite that combines the best of vinyl and wood. Well, Fibrex is low maintenance like vinyl, but stronger than vinyl. And it's beautiful like wood, but doesn't require the upkeep of wood.
This month, Renewal by Anderson is offering a super deal on windows and patio doors. Buy one window or patio door and get the next one 30% off. And we have great financing available. Before April 30th, buy one window or patio door and get the next one 30% off. Plus, take advantage of our great financing options. For a free appointment, call 509-497-5400.
E.T. followed by Extra tonight at 7 on KAPP.
Welcome back. And happening this weekend at the HAPO Center in Pasco is the Men's Expo. Organizers say this features local businesses that cater to a male audience, but they say the event is really for the whole family. KAPP-KVEW's Riley Fitzgerald tells us there is a lot to do, even some things to learn.
This is the second ever Men's Expo held at the HAPO Center in Pasco. Organizers say they started it to provide another resource aimed at man-centered interests after seeing a thriving Women's Expo here in town. There are many different booths, activities like a mechanical bull, wrestling, a beer garden, and more. One of those organizations represented here is a bit different than the others, showcasing here at the Men's Expo to bring awareness to something that may not be talked about enough. That's men's health. Amy House with Tomorrow's Health says it's getting better, but there's a ways to go.
I mean, myself, my age group is starting to break free from some of the past societal constraints and saying, okay, it's time to take care of yourself, and you have the power to do it and the legal right to.
Tomorrow's Health is hoping to grow awareness and let the community know that they're here for all kinds of laboratory testing. We're going to have more on Tomorrow's Health here at the Men's Expo coming up on KAPP-KVEW Local News at 6. In Pasco, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thanks, Riley. And also this weekend, an event that's sure to please rock and fossil fans. There's a gem and mineral show happening at the Holiday Inn on George Washington Way. It's hosted by the Richland Rock Co-op, and this event is also family friendly. The organizers have traveled around the world to stock unique gems, fossils, and other geological finds, from amethysts to fossils themselves. The show lasts through Sunday.
Now, KAPP-KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday evening, everyone. Welcome to the weekend. Hope you had a wonderful day today, and what a nice start to our weekend, though. Changes are on the way tomorrow. Quick weekend rain is very possible, and we could see a little bit of sustained showers as we get to Sunday afternoon for the Blues and possibly the Mid-Columbia. It is going to be warmer this weekend. We're finally going to get back to our average, and then, have you heard this before, we're going to be cooling down in our next work week. So our future cast, very nice into our overnight period, but as we get to tomorrow, late morning hours, widespread band of just some light showers, and that will continue into the afternoon and into the evening hours. We'll start to settle down in our overnight period heading into Sunday, but then more substantial showers are possible again in the morning. And then as we get to the afternoon, we have a bit of a band, just like we saw a couple days ago in the Blue Mountain region, Monday night, with more shower activity and heavier cells coming through. And this is persisting into the evening hour. So that could persist also a little bit into the morning hours on Monday. So just a little bit of shower activity, again, a little bit more maybe intense for the Blue Mountain region as we get to Sunday evening. So our temperatures as we get into our weekend, right at the average for the Tri-Cities, which is 66. So that means upper 50s, mid to lower 60s for all of our cities. But we are going to be cooling down to around 5 or so degrees cooler in our next work week. So we just can't seem to get that heat bump, at least so far in the season of spring. Our winds are going to be light tomorrow. They were pretty much light today. They're going to slowly pick up on Sunday, and for our next work week, we're going to be between 10 mile per hour and could be up to 20 mile per hour sustained winds. So a little bit of breezy conditions in our next work week with those bit of cooler temperatures, but still no real wind events are expected here for the next 7 days at least. So today, nice and warm, but still below our average for our day, about 5 degrees off for Yakima, and we're right around it for our overnight low. So we head to the Tri-Cities, 5 below our average and right by it for our overnight low. So folks, we're going to see those averages though start to come through this weekend. So our countdown, tax day, just 4 days away, everyone. The NFL Draft on ABC is just 2 weeks from yesterday, 13 days away, and Mother's Day is a month away, so plenty of time to plan how to pamper mom. All right, in our overnight period, we are right above that freezing level, a little bit warmer than it has been, and it's very calm overnight. Again, light winds into your Saturday. So we will see some sun breaks on your Saturday, but do expect some quick showers late morning into the afternoon and evening, but highs right around the averages for all of our cities, mid to lower 60s. Upper 50s. Still, you're going to find some niceness in your Saturday. Should be an all right day, just a little bit of showers, but some sun breaks here and there. 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Again, mid 60s through the weekend. Then we're right around, let's just say, the 60-degree mark for our next work week. More sunshine than not for the week ahead, but again, little chances of showers, which look to persist into our next work week. Overnight lows well above the freezing mark. In the Yakima region, right around 60 degrees through Sunday, and then mid to upper 50s for our next work week. A little bit warmer as we get to Friday. So folks, hope you enjoyed the sunshine today. We're going to see much more cloud coverage for your weekend. Light showers possible tomorrow late morning into the afternoon and evening. And then Sunday morning light showers followed by possibly sustained showers for the Blue Mountain region as we get to Sunday afternoon. But it is going to be warmer starting tomorrow.
Thanks, Jason. Trending tonight, this is the point of no return. The music of the night is leaving Broadway. Phantom of the Opera opened in 1988. It has been at the New York City's Majestic Theater ever since, even extending its final run longer than expected. This morning, New York's mayor gave composer Andrew Lloyd Webber the key to the city as a show of appreciation for how much this one musical has contributed to the New York City economy. And neighboring businesses say it'll be a different world for them come Monday.
That has been an anchor for us throughout its run. It's always something that we would count on as, okay, what this season, what's on the block? And again, 35 years, you know, these shows have all changed out, but that has always been the rock. But when something like Phantom comes along, that is a new idea, a new concept, you know, just something magical, it'll stay.
I love the cautious optimism there. We can hope that there will be something just as exciting on the way. Now here in the Mid-Columbia region, we are talking art and wine combined in a single event this weekend. The artist is also co-owner of a local winery. We'll hear what inspires her work next on KAPP Local News.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby, so we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a free complete exam and x-rays and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
It's the biggest sale of the season at Furniture Row, so get ready because everything is on sale. Save on living, dining, and bedroom, like this unbeatable deal on the Wrangler sofa, only $5.99. Save big on the Jordan Queen bed, only $4.49. Get the 5-piece colors dining set for only $4.49. And check out the queen size Summit Firm for only $332.49. Plus 3 years, no interest financing. The biggest sale of the season, on now at Furniture Row.
Want to drive?
Really?
Most of us agree our roads are safer when we put away our phones. But we still have some people to reach. So spread the message. And set the example. Because that's how we make the road a safer place for you and your loved ones. Together, we get there.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
I was born and raised in Prosser, and I opened my first checking account at Yakima Federal right after I graduated. I honestly couldn't continue keeping money under my bed. My parents actually have never built credit. They've worked in agriculture for many years. I wanted to build credit. Yakima Federal feels like a small community. I love the fact that they offer scholarships. That way people can start their new careers. My name is Alejandro, and I've been a Yakima Federal customer for a little over 10 years.
Jamie Foxx's mystery medical emergency. Next extra, we have an update on how he's doing today and what's next for the movie he's shooting with Cameron Diaz. Then Succession Secrets with only 7 episodes to go. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on KAPP KVEW.
Saturday is World Art Day, and to celebrate the occasion, the Coyote Canyon Winery is opening up bottles of wine in its Artist Series for a special tasting event. These wines display the paintings by the winery's co-owner, Martha Nelson Andrews. She tells us her inspiration comes from the region, its history, and especially the wild horses that once roamed Horse Heaven Hills.
I like to bring them back as ghost horses in the artwork. So the latest painting that we did is called Guardians at the Vineyard, and they're kind of racing through the vineyard where they used to live on the plains.
The Artist Series wines will be part of a tasting event Saturday afternoon from noon to 4. You can find out more about the artwork on our website, yaktrinews.com. We should have nice weather for wine tasting. Jason has a look at what to expect when we come back. And still ahead, news of a high-profile app founder being fatally stabbed on the streets of San Francisco made headlines around the world. Now the suspect in that case is making his first appearance in court. World News Tonight is tracking the case, coming up at 5:30.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Allen Brecky Law Offices help trauma victims on the road to recovery. We understand what you're going through and are serious about helping you. Call 735-0546. Call now. They're waiting to help you.
Hi, I'm Stan. Welcome to my Stan Talk. My theory, it's called Triple Play because you can have fun on land, sea, and air. On land, bowling, XD Dark Ride, and others. At sea, all the slides and pools in Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park. In air, the ropes course, Nebula Drop Tower, and new zip ride. Or maybe the owner just liked triple cheeseburgers. Thanks, everyone!
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
Mildly entertaining. I will take that.
Our phones keep us constantly connected. But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? To limit screen time, but not quality time. And to give us rhythm instead of algorithms. Introducing Us Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
Since 1968, Sundown M Ranch has helped over 200,000 patients and families recover from the effects of substance use disorders.
I was ashamed, humiliated, and not sure if I could be helped, but I listened and found a completely different way to live by spending time at Sundown.
I did not believe there was a way out of the dark hole my life had become. Sundown M Ranch provided a foundation for me to find a new way to live.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Face off win. Bell scored! It was 26 seconds left. My goodness!
American season ticket memberships for 23-24 on sale now. Don't miss a minute. Visit amshockey.com for more.
We're seeing customers come in every single day. Pros are using battery equipment.
Making the switch to battery was one of the best decisions that we made as a company.
We made the switch to battery-powered equipment to be ahead of the industry.
It's made in America, and I wanted something that was built here.
This is where the world is headed. It's better to be ahead of it now than get on it later.
Built for you. Built for work. Real steel. Find yours.
Put some spring into your step with Great Floors. Shop exclusive specials throughout our showroom on carpet, luxury vinyl, and cultivated wood. Save on Karastan carpet, only $20.23 for a whole home installation. Our huge selection and expert team are here to help you recreate the perfect look and feel of your home. Great Floors offers 12-month 0% financing, so you are free to select the exact flooring you want. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
Allen Brecky Law Offices help trauma victims on the road to recovery. We understand what you're going through and are serious about helping you. Call 735-0546. Call now. They're waiting to help you.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your first alert forecast with Jason Valentine.
All right, let's get you ready for your Saturday. Warmer conditions, and we will see some sunshine, especially in the mid-Columbia, but just keep an eye out for those quick showerlets, let's just say, late morning into the afternoon and evening. A little more cloud coverage for Yakima. Highs right around the average, lower 60s. Again, folks, we will be warmer for the entirety of your weekend before cooling off in our next work week. Walla Walla should be seeing a little bit more cloud coverage as the day goes on, mid-60s, and in Ellensburg, upper 50s. It's been Ellensburg steadily warming up as the week has gone on into our Saturday. More cloud coverage starting at noon. So spotty showers tomorrow. And again, folks, a little bit more sustained showers Sunday afternoon for the Blue Mountain region and possibly the Mid-Columbia. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Jason. Thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next, and KAPP KVEW Local News is back tonight at 6.